everybody, how we doing today? Beautiful day here in the Florida Keys. Trying to just salvage the day at the moment. Had a few mishaps. The plan was to get out and do some fishing, but last night my refrigerator gave out, freezer, so I had to kind of try to figure out what to do with there. So I got a couple ice chests, most of my stuff in it. Fortunately, it was garbage day, so I was able to throw out a bunch of stuff, cleaned it all up so it wouldn't stink up the house as much, and then figured I could still make it out. Got outside and had a flat tire, had run over a screw, so I went and pulled the tire off, plugged it up, put it back together again, and it's pretty late, so we're about 3:30, but I still wanted to salvage it the day. So we're gonna go do something kind of different. We're gonna kind of prospect a couple of new spots, and one, or actually both of them, are possible wade fishing spots. I've been getting a lot of requests about shore fishing areas, so I'll show you these spots and what I'm looking for. So that is the revised plan. All right, using my All About the Bait Top Spot Middle Keys area map, the area that I'm looking at is actually here on Long Beach. It's just on the Atlantic side of Big Pine Key, on this kind of a little peninsula here. We take the road all the way to the end where it dead ends here, and what we're doing is that we're going to look for access to get to these channels between the islands here. There, and you see there's a deep channel that runs on the outside of these. It's up to 20 foot there, plus a wreck. These are all tarpon, bonefish spots, tarpon spots. So there's a lot of good stuff here. Mainly my idea for this spot is to launch my kayak basically there and be able to hit all these areas. Most likely not my Hobie. I would just take the little tarpon because it's all within such a close distance there. And then depending on the wind, I can come inside the coupon Bight area. So a lot of different options here, deep water right inside. So pretty interesting spot. So we're just going to take a tour, see how far we could wade around this area here. So yeah, let's go take a look. All right, here's the first spot. This one I'm more looking at as a kayak launch to get me into the sound on the back side here. It's kind of a reserved sound. There's a couple nice channels. So just seeing how much work it's going to take. Since I'd be staying in close, I wouldn't bring my Hobie kayaks. I'd just bring the Tarpon 140. Got some decent flats, but the main interesting points I see are the channels between all these open islands just down the way here. And if you follow it all the way around, there's actually a nice little trail here, but then you get to this area and kind of see the water right over there. So I might just see if I could take a quick look in there. Otherwise I'll go back to the main opening where it's open to the water and try to wade a little bit, see what the bottom consistency is. Here's mainly going to be more of a kayak area because I want to go a little bit farther down that way. So but we'll check it out. Yeah, a bit mucky, but it looks like people are, I see some footprints in here. Ugh. That's why I never walk around in flip-flops or sandals. I'm always in my wading booties. Whoa! This is nasty water. Let's see what we come out at. This is where we get eaten by gators. Yeah, here's one of the first channels. Oh, this is muck. Yeah, I guarantee there's tarpon here. I know it. But this is all silty water here, so it's not really very good wading. It'll get worse as you go out there and deeper. But if you can get across this is another island, and there's like 3 or 4 of them stacked in a row with these channels flushing water in and out. So that's what those are good for. All right, so that's the mouth there. That's kind of the spot. That's where I would be targeting if I was strictly shore fishing, this open area right in front here. So food coming in and out because of this current and this channel here, and they'll be all just coming in and out of this spot. So That is definitely the area. Whoa. Yeah, see, look at that. Down to my knees in muck. I could just jump on the logs, but I think I'll go over there and wade out and see what the actual water is like in regards to how thick it is. If I can get out of here before the gators come. Whoa. So this is the first opening closest to the outlet there. This gets current, so it doesn't have all the silt. Bait. I don't know if those are pinfish or grunts. Mahara. Oh, blue crab. Look at that crab. That's a perfect tarpon crab right there. Bait, bait, bait. Dang. Look for snooks and redfish in these little pocket areas here. Yeah, this is much nicer trying to go through that muck. Looking at the mangroves just to get your depths of how high the water is. So we look to be about 8 inches, 10 inches below the high mark. So we're probably middle upper tide zone. See if I can wander and just make it to the edge over there. So I would actually probably be coming out here at a lower tide, and I should be able to walk pretty far out there beyond these trees without a problem. It's a little deeper right through there because that's an actual cut, so the current kind of digs out a little bit of a hole, but I was figuring as we come back onto the flats it'll be still hard bottom, just up to the waist. But definitely too high for wade fishing, sight fishing, unless you're just blind casting, which I am not really looking to do. But there's that opening, so as the current flows out, then the food will be out, flushed out here, and then the fish come up to get it. But okay. The target areas I want is around this corner. There's more of these, 3 or 4 of them, and those I would be more interested in. Even the last one, it's a deep channel, so it'd be even better. That's the main one that runs all the way inside. All right, I've seen enough here. Let's go to our second spot. All right, our second spot is here at the end of Big Torch Key. You take these little stair-step roads all the way till it comes back in dead ends. It doesn't actually dead end by the water, at least I don't think so, but there's just a little walk down path. There's actually a couple of them. And this whole flats with all these little islands right here is very skinny. I spent a day just reconning this with my kayak. I didn't get a lot of time, but I checked it out here from launching from Cujo. Came over here and saw these, and I thought, yeah, that'd be a good wading area because I think it stays pretty shallow from there, and I could walk all the way around here. Definitely at low tide, and I think it's hard pack. Plus there's kind of a channel that runs through here, a channel edge, so I always like that next to any flat that I'm looking for, kind of like the bonefish and kudas and sharks. I think 114 they're calling for sharks. EB shark, black tips, like that area, so probably a lot of juveniles there. But yeah, let's go check it out. All right, we are here. Man, make sure you got a full tank. It took forever to get in here. This is definitely the voted best place to dispose of a body island here. Man, that was rough. All right, let's see if we can get down to the water. I should have paid more attention to the satellite images to see how I get down there. There's a couple different routes. Maybe this is it. Let's see if we can make it. Man, I bet you the bugs are gonna be bad. Man, you know it's kind of deep when you can actually fish on the trail getting to the water. There's fish there. All these guys up in here. You can catch some bonefish from the parking lot. Man, the tide must be way up. Definitely not the right time to be doing this. Holy crap. I'm like waist deep on the trail. I see like nervous water up there. That doesn't make me feel any better. It feels like Gator City right over here. Holy crap. This can't be the right area. I'd have to take my kayak to get through here. This is all silty, so this doesn't seem right. This does not feel right. I think there's another trail that goes around. That can't be it, is it? What the heck? No gators, no gators. Oh, is that the opening to the water there? No gators, no gators. Man, this bottom is very silty, so I don't know about this. This is might be just a creek. Ugh. Oh, mangrove snappers. Look at that. I'm walking in with mangrove snappers. This is like a slide for gators. Yep, sorry mangroves. I know I shouldn't be here. This is definitely not the right. Oh, there's the open water. Ooh, nice mangrove. Wow, that was difficult. Could have been eaten by a gator or a shark. Yeah, definitely gonna have to pay attention to the tides. Whoa, grouper! I want to catch them. Holy crap, there's a grouper there. I don't see him. I think he got in and then cut over. Got all these mangrove snappers. That's crazy. I ran into a grouper on my footpath. Oh. Oh. All right, moving on. There's got to be another opening. I think there's another opening around that side. I'll just kind of walk around. Hopefully I can remember how to find that opening. There's that channel there. So that's where I came through, but man, it's so deep right now. But you never know with all the Goliath groupers around. Run into some tarpon out here. Man, I'm freaking chest deep in the water here. You could just basically pop them in these little corners here. This is definitely the time if you want to wade fish for tarpon. Oh, I gotta be shooting me. Ugh. I'm gonna drown wade fishing. I think I just need to get around that corner there and then I'll be on some regular more flats, because those are the islands I was looking at. Ah, that was rough. I think we're back to the more flats area that I was thinking about, even though it is 3 feet deep here. Oh, what fish was that? That looked kind of like a bonefish. Yeah. We'll slow it down a bit. Now we're more, well, yeah, no, we're still on solid. Now we're in more hard pack, what I'm thinking is the consistency that'll be out here. Just looking inside these pockets. See if I can see any big fishies swimming around in there. A lot of little mangroves come chasing this thing. Just need to make around the edge. I got this tree right here in the middle. Make a kind of a good casting platform so I can do some sight fishing. Make sure it's not dead. Not gonna flip over on me. Yeah, there we go. See any fish kind of running up in here. It's a little bit late in the day. I'd rather have the sun up higher. I could definitely see this side really well. So anything swimming around here, this side here, but kind of the glare, I can't really see much here. So we might just hang out here around and see what happens. Anything swimming by. I think either here or up there is the second main walkway that I can get back to my car. So let's give it a little bit here. Hey, we didn't get skunked. Not my bonefish, not my permit, not my tarpon. Take it though. Whoa, it is a tarpon. Yay, it's a marlin. Man, look, I can see all those fish. Cuda, cuda. Whoa, jumper. Nice. You got snagged by the schminnow. Oh, that was nearly bad. There we go. Didn't get skunked. So this is the kind of the area that I want to target for the wade fishing. Low tide, this is only a couple inches deep. It's hard pack, so you could definitely just keep walking out there. There's a couple of little channels that you have to avoid, probably some sand spots, but otherwise you can get way out there. Another good thing is that you see how flat calm it is over here because you get the wind block. You can see any tailing, fish moving, that kind of stuff, and just basically wade after them. It's a pretty big area. The main channel comes right across there, so there's a kind of a dump off spot, exit spot for the fish. And then because it's so shallow over here, they can't get to it all the time. So when the tide's up, they move in. When the low tides, they stay as long as they can, and then they funnel out. And then as the tide starts rising, they just kind of keep edging their way deeper, deeper, deeper. So right now they can go anywhere, so it's not so good for me. Plus I can't see them because of how deep the water is, so definitely the wrong time to be coming out here and doing this, but I just wanted to see if it's possible. Yeah, someone's fishing over there. And as we're getting closer to bonefish season, that's what I see for this area is bonefish. So, looks, I don't know if that's a kayak or a little skiff. But yeah, so there's my secret launch spot. That's Blimp Road right there. So a couple of channels over. But yeah, I'll keep wading on up that way, maybe a little closer to the edge so I can see if there's anything swimming along the edge. And then I'll try to make sure I can get out over here on that second access point. If not, I've got to swim my way back. Hopefully I can find that little hole. Yeah, the other thing I like about this area, look, the current is just ripping pretty good. That's why it's not very silty bottom, because it pushes all that stuff away out here. That's good. It's got this broken bottom with a lot of undercuts and then sandy patches. A lot of crustaceans and shrimp and stuff hide under those edges there. And that's what you'll see the permit tailing and bonefish tailing. They're trying to root out those little sand spots and kick out little crustaceans and eat them. So it's very good bottom. I love this kind of bottom. So yeah, a lot of good aspects to this area. Well, if I can't find that path, I could always stay on this yacht. Huh. It's free, isn't it? Yeah. I could like use this and just float down to the US 1 and then walk 20 miles back to get my car. At least I get cell range and be able to call an Uber. There's my shark. Like they say, black tips. Oh, oh, you want it? Oh, he wanted it. Oh, oh, he's looking at it. Oh, sniffed it and said, no. We'll have to take a look on Google Earth on what side of this pinkish house the trail is. Could have sworn it was on that side, but never know. I would go just past it and see, because I don't want to go on their property. Oh, I think I found the path, or a path. It's looking like it. I think that's the road right there. I think we are good. I think that house is on the last corner, and then the car is way down there, so I'll have to look on the old Google Earth to see what happened. All right, we made it. Yeah, we were way off. Brings me back to my Congo days. Way down there's the car, and just right next to it is a entryway or exit way from somewhere. Man, was I off. But I didn't cross into their private property, so I know there's a way. You can just park at the dead end and just walk in. All right, so there's a big opening right there. I think that's the main one. This is the road that I've been looking for right here, so. And then where I came out is exactly 1,000 feet to the end here. So I was not even close. This is the whatever trail that I was hoping led to the water, but apparently not. And then when I went straight through the trees and stuff, that's kind of a trail, but I think that's the main point of entry there. I might as well walk this one since I'm here. Then I'll know. Well, it comes out to this big opening. I'm thinking that's got to be an entry point there. Here's another trail, but this works as well. If it makes it all the way down there, but then that point there I don't think makes it to that side where you want to be over there. I don't see a hard trail. You can bust through the mangroves through here, but that doesn't seem very convenient. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at Google Maps, but definitely why I didn't see it. I remember that kind of opening, so yeah, not the point of entry I would want to use. All right, so there's kind of 3 trails. There's this main trail that goes, but I don't think it's useful. It just kind of gets you into the interior, but not there. I think this is the main trail that you should take, and it'll get you to that open spot there, so we'll check it out. I started going right over the edge. That worked. There's a trail there, but I don't know. Wasn't too bad. It was just kind of wrong tide even for that. Yeah, pretty much a straightforward walk. Probably at low tide you can do it without getting wet. And it gets you right over here to this open inlet. So that's the main way. So you can get your kayak down here without a problem. I mean, it's got a ton of ruts, so that part's not very enjoyable, but you can get it down here easy enough. And the water's way up. You don't have to walk as far. But even wading, this gets you, yeah, that's that log I was fishing. Okay, so this works. This is the way. All right, there you go. The prospecting is a success. Checked out of all the different paths, all the different zones, and I'm very happy what I found. So I kind of have an idea what my target areas are, and I need to take a look at the tides and so forth. You can go straight off the edge. It's probably the shortest, but you got to kind of cut through the mangroves and wade a bit if it's a high tide. The second little pathway that you hear, just a small one, that's the best one that takes you to that main opening. And then that blocked off old road, I think used to go to an old house. It doesn't really give you access to the water or unless you're gonna really bushwhack and kind of cut through the mangroves, which would be very difficult. So those are your options. But yeah, what I'm looking for the wading flats in this area, I most likely would either hang around that corner where all the current was ripping through, or I would take the walk and kind of go to the other islands out there. Save some time. I would probably either start right at the end of this, the first turn, the 1,000th foot mark, that trail that I came up with. That gets me right onto the flats, and then I'm working right away. Where here you got to kind of make a walk to that corner. Just depends on what you want to do and the parking as well. What I would be looking to do is to fish knee high water on the down tide till where it gets to basically a couple of inches, and keep fishing it through until it gets back up to the knees. So just before low tide and just after low tide. So a couple hours before low tide and then a couple hours after, you're probably safe. And that would be the best for the sight fishing. You want the wind to be kind of coming over the island so it's flat or flat calm. You want the sun to be up as 12 o'clock as close as you can so you get good visibility, and then just take your time and work it slow and look for tails and motion and that kind of stuff. But I'll definitely give it another shot. It was a fun day. I haven't gotten to do any of this wading, so look forward to doing it some more. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you next video. Bye. And that's what you're looking for right up there at this corner, right where the 1,000th dead end sign is. Just take that watery path.